Here's my first reaction after watching Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Growing up, from my English teachers to the media I consumed about The Odyssey, it was always told in some form of formal English. What I mean is, I remember The Odyssey using English that was like British and sounded academic. So when I heard that Nolan chose to use modern American English for his Odyssey, I got confused and curious. So after watching the film, I kinda understand why. Nolan wanted to make the movie grounded, so the emotions the movie tried to convey will be felt much more, and in turn, making it more personal for the general modern audiences. And much of my first raw reaction for this film is rooted on this, the movie using modern American English, because I think it worked, at least for me. But a part of me also wishes for a director's cut where the movie uses classic British English. You know, the Shakespearean way of presenting grand stories. Second, it's a Nolan film, so it's gonna be visually striking, most notably during the scary scenes. That's the yo, that's cool part for me. No wonder why many people are asking Nolan to maybe try horror genre. And no, I am not talking about the jump scares. I am talking about the other visual and psychological horror-esque parts of the film. For example, the scene where Cersei transforms Odysseus' men into pigs. Oh my goodness. This scene unlocked in me a certain discomfort I didn't know I have, despite having watched body horror movies already. I really think Nolan did a great job on this part of the film. And lastly, the movie divorced itself from traditional grand mythological heroistic aspects when retelling stories like The Odyssey. Nolan's Odyssey is devoid of the grand mythic and epic vibe the older epic movies had. But this too, I kinda get. The movie chose to present the gritty, realistic experience of the characters and Odysseus, so the audience can focus more on the human character and understand the trauma and guilt that people go through when subjected with intense suffering and complex human experiences, specifically what happened to Odysseus. I think Nolan wanted us to relate with Odysseus' regrets and trauma, at least from modern-day interpretations, after they sacked and destroyed Troy. This reminds me of Nolan's other movie, Oppenheimer. Both characters were experiencing profound suffering, regret, and trauma after what they did. Odysseus for his horse, and Oppenheimer for his bomb. So yeah, I think since this film is a Nolan film, it's still an okay watch. You should go. Let it be known in record that for an eternity, I would stay on an island with Charlize Theron.